Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. This is my third time doing this video. So I want to apologize for the Mickey Mouse in the backgrounds and the kids crying in the backgrounds, but that's what you get when you live with your grandkids. But if you're new here, welcome, and if you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. So let's get started with this mid-year flip through of my Kimboard 2025 journal. You hear the Mickey Mouse? I'm sure you do. Alright, so the Kimboard. Yay! Let me turn on some light for you people. Ooh, that looks yellow. That looks very yellow. Never mind. No yellow. Natural lighting looks better. So let me do the Kimboard flip through. So right now we're in July 10 today. And so far, I am in a love-hate relationship with my Kimboard because I'm going through a funk when it comes to my journaling aspect because of COVID. I've been working from home for about 5 years now, and my journal has become a back burner. So as you can see, I started very strongly in January, and the rest, nothing. And clearly nothing because we're not there yet. But so here is my monthlies. I use it for the basics, appointments, birthdays. The side column, I use it for my gardening, like what I have to sow, when I have to start it, that kind of thing. I put everything in my monthly section. That's why it looks so messy, but I like it messy. So, the closer we get to the gardening, the more I have. So besides that, I don't put anything else in the monthly. Everything else looks pretty normal. And then when it comes to the dailies, so we're right now in July, but let's see. Here is the one page that I love. I created it for my garden. This was the plan for 2025. This was the plan, and then this is what it became. So this is what it looks like right now in the garden. So I have all the beds set up the same way you see it here. The little ones actually here. But that's not what they're gonna look like in 2026 because I brought 2 more beds, and we're gonna move this one here, and we're gonna put the other 2 right next to it, so we're not gonna have the potato patch on the same area again. So everything in these 2 pages is the garden, like the things that I needed to plant when, the date of my first frost, last frost, all kinds of frost, what I needed to direct sow, transplant, or sow indoors. Everything was here. Now, the Kimboard has a 1 page for your monthly, an empty page that you can do anything with. So I put my entire goal for 2025 to start with, and then as I did them, I just scratched them off and put them on the following month. So the Kimboard is a great journal. I had no problems with it. I did watercolor on it, I did coloring, I did my markers, I used all my pens. It works just like a Hobonichi Cousin, except that it doesn't have all the extra pages of the weeklies. It only has dailies and monthlies. And the only issue I had was that since I am working from home, I don't have a lot of stuff that I put in it. I did try the weeks once, but it didn't work for me, so it's too small. But I need something that would work with what I do now and doesn't leave a lot of space. I still do my pictures and my memories. I still do my Bible verses. I still do like my dinners, my to-dos. Every now and then I'll put my working hours if they were random. But most of the pages are empty. I try to put things to remember, but it's not a lot. I don't have things to remember every day. And so it became a little depressing, and I was not into it as much as I was back in the day, right? So for 2026, I have a few ideas of what I'm gonna do, but I've decided to get a different kind of book, and I decided to try that for the next 6 months. So I ordered a plum paper, a 6-month plum paper, vertical layout. It's supposed to be here, but it hasn't gotten here yet. I'm supposed to start it in July. So the concept of that, welcome to my Spanglish, is that I want to try it at the same time I'm doing this one, because this one has a lot of memories and a lot of pictures. I won't be putting like that kind of stuff in the plum paper. It's more for testing. And I want to see how I do with the wire bound. So when I first started this journey of doing planners, I did use the plum paper one year. I had the plum paper. I had a Staples brand. I had that other lady, Erin Condren, you name it. I did try it, but I like the compact, how an A5 compact gives me, because it's not too big, it's not too bulky, and it's not too small. So back to the plum paper. Plum paper decided to do an A5 size, and that's the size I purchased. So that's why I'm gonna try it for 6 months. So it's supposed to be from July through December of this year. It was supposed to arrive sometime this week, but I live up in a mountain, so I'm still waiting for it. It has not arrived. So I will be doing the plum paper plus the Kinbor at the same time. I won't put any picture memories kind of thing. That will stick with this, because I do like to complete the books. I don't like keeping them half non-completed. And I'm gonna try it to see how it works out for me. But besides that, I have also bullet journals that I have that I can use, and I've done that several years, and I don't have a problem with those. But I didn't want to do my own layout. I'm being lazy. I'm in a funk. When I say I'm in the funk, I'm in a funk. So I paid $45 with shipping for the 6 months plum paper, and I thought, OMG, $44 for something that's gonna be tossed in the garbage. I know. That hurt me. It ached my achy breaky heart. And if you add a whole entire year, they add an additional $10. So as I already ordered it, it's supposed to be coming, and after I ordered it and I started seeing videos, because that's what we do, us planners, right? We find something, we start binge watching all these videos. I don't think it's gonna work for me. Kind of sad to say, and it's not even here yet. Because it's a weekly layout, it's vertical, and now I'm thinking, what do I do if I have extra notes like these? Like, what am I gonna be doing? What's gonna happen? Alright guys, sorry about that. I don't even remember where I left off. Oh, my notes. So every now and then I do have like my Bible notes and stuff, and from all the videos that I actually saw, there is no section where I can probably write my notes. So that's the reason why I brought it, to try it from July through December, because if it's something that I can't use, even with like my gardening stuff, my Bible verses, my Bible notes when they're important, any notes that I have for like my green stalks, all of my beds. Like if I don't have a spot for all that stuff, it's not gonna work for me. And also watercolor, like I should be able to still watercolor, because every now and then I get into the watercoloring. I should still be able to. I know it does have some note pages on every month, but I don't know how many pages, because every video I've seen, it doesn't specify like, oh, it has 5 pages at the end of January, or 3 pages at the end of January. So I don't know if that'll be enough for my note taking, right? So that's why I want to do hand in hand this one with the plum paper, so I can try it out. The other reason why I'm not ordering a Kim board is because of those tariffs charges that are happening. I went in there to go ahead and try to order other things, because I do like a lot of things that I order from like AliExpress, Temu, and all them places, and they already had a tariff charge like on there. Like they're preparing themselves already. So and it was not cheap. You go there because it's cheap, but it's not cheap. It's not cheap. I paid like $7 for this book, and I think like a couple of dollars for shipping. And I want to say I spent less than 20 on 2 of them, because I had this one and a week's, plus the covers and all that stuff. So it's not going to be that much. It's going to be more money, and I might as well order myself like a real Hobonichi if that's the case. And the reason why I ordered this was because the Hobonichi was too expensive for me, for something that is just going to be sitting on my shelf until I die, and the kids flip through it, if they flip through it, because that's the other thing. I might have one child that will flip through it, not sure about the rest. The rest probably won't even care. But that's I was not about to spend all that money for that. And if that's the case, I might as well spend $10 on a Lordstrom if I need to, but I don't need to, because guess what? I purchased like I got a bunch of Lordstroms from my sister-in-law. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you very much. And I have a few that I purchased myself from Michael's when they were like $5 a pop. And that's the one that I already started for next year. And oh, this is a good example. Like, am I gonna have space to do like Bella's graduation, even though she already graduated, but something like that again if I need to? That's the thing. So yep, I'm still debating. And that's why we start now, right? Like, we start thinking about it now. Sorry, I banged the camera. And hopefully we can figure this out before the end of the year, because when I purchase whatever I'm going to purchase for like 2026, that's it for me. I don't go anymore. I keep it, and I struggle through the year, just like this one. And I hit the camera again, sorry. Throughout the year, trying to figure it out. And it'll stay blank like this. And I hit the camera again, sorry. And it'll stay blank like this because I like to finish things. So, even if it's blank or not blank, I like to finish things. And at the end of the year, what I do is, so it's not so blanky, is I'll get some of my stickers from when, I got them all on sale, like this one, and I'll just plop it there somewhere and take up the space, because there's nothing else I can do, right? And then I have the stickers. This one says, every word of God is flawless, and I'll just plop it so it doesn't look empty, at least. And if not, then I'll take it and I watercolor. So like, I still watercolor in my Hobonichi from 2 years ago, I think it was. So I still go back, and wherever I have a good, nice page, I'll go in and I'll watercolor. So I know by the time, time goes by, or if I finish it, it will be, technically with watercolor or stickers or something, at least. So this one actually is the Kenbor. And what I ended up doing, so I already started, because I know for sure, I'm not too sure, but I have a gut feeling that the other one is not going to work the way I thought. I already started a 2026 bullet journal. And then this one is the fake Michaels bullet journal. It only has like 224 pages, I think it was. This one is not numbered because obviously it was $5. So it's not numbered, it's white pages, and is a bullet journal. So I did go in, I put in my acrylic numbers for 2026. Usually I do decorate it, but I do that with you guys. So I haven't chosen my stickers yet for 2026. And I did leave some plain pages so I can do my swatching, my goals, and that kind of stuff. Bella had painted on this. See? So I can see through it a little bit. So I just put this over it after I painted it. That's Micah, by the way. And I did do the same design that the Kenbor had. I actually did it myself on the bullet journal. So what I did was I counted the squares going left to right and the squares going up and down. And then I split it in half, which came here. And then I divided it by the 2 squares and then by the 3. And I think it was like 9 each. So I did the same thing so I can start planning my 2026 garden. Like I know this is going to change. So all of this is in pencil. I can actually erase it and just do the new layout, which is going to be the 4 beds. Then I have the 2 other containers. Then I have, I think, like 4 other containers that I'm going to use. And then I did put my first frost from this year to see and compare what they say is my 2026 frost. So, and I also have what I'm supposed to start, because this year I was behind on most of my seeds. So now I know I got to start a little bit earlier. So I put it into 2026 so I can remember. I also did my monthly layout. I love this layout. I did it in all my bullet journals because it doesn't take 2 pages. And I usually don't need 2 pages for birthdays, appointments, and holidays. So I thought it was cute that I was able to create the layout in 1 page. I picked a different color for every month. Same concept. I just counted and divided to create the squares. I mean, if it told me like 6.5, I only picked 6, and I let the bottom one and the left or the right have the most if I need to, or I usually pick the middle to have the biggest square because it really doesn't bother me. And then this page right here is going to be a whole year view. I just have to create it, but I did count it and do it already. So I'm just going to come in and do the 3 squares here. And then I'm going to do 3 squares here, 3 squares here. So then I'll have 4. So I got January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. And then this one is going to be an empty page for just note taking. And then here is the layout, because I did see it online. Not sure if you can tell because it's in pencil. But I replicated, I think that's the word, the same layout. The same layout as the one that's coming from the plum paper, to see if I can actually create it. So once I created this, I did realize, this is when I realized that the plum paper might not work for me, because then I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday. And these 2 days are my most busy days when it comes to the garden in the summer. So that's when I knew that I don't think it's gonna work. This appears empty. I can put a quote, I can do any of that stuff because I still have space up here to do something. I just put 1 week instead of the whole entire month, and then I just put the week that I'm actually in instead. I could do the whole month if I wanted to, and then a habit tracker on the top, and then I'm just gonna track I'm gonna pick 3 important habits to track, but the rest is clearly empty to see if I'm able to. I just not too sure about this Saturday and Sunday. And then obviously I didn't do any more because it's clear, but I did go back to all of my old bullet journals and looked at all of my layouts from back in the day to see, and I had so many. Like, I have the one split where you get 4 here, which is 8, so you get a Monday through Sunday, and then a notes square for notes. I've had just a line going across and then just writing the date and doing what I have to do, and then not do anything till the next day. It was a lot of them. I have one that was just maybe about 3 squares here, a few squares on this side, very tight over here, and that would have been appointments. Then it would have been food or like the dinners that I had planned, and then the rest was free for all, whatever I wanted to do, whether I wanted to freelance, whether I wanted to go line by line, it didn't matter. So I do have about, I think, 5 or 6 bullet journals that I can go back to and reference some of the layouts that I did to see whether or not they look full, whether I like them, and that kind of stuff. And besides that, this will bring me back into having to actually create something every Sunday for the following week, which makes me sit down and do what I have to do to be organized, keep track of everything, and that kind of stuff. So I'm really thinking I will probably end up going this, unless I fall in love with the plum paper. But either way, I'm not too sure about the plum paper, because even though it's an A5, it is a wire bound. So my guess, it will be sort of like this, because this looks like an A5. It's not here yet. I will be doing a video on it, and my guess is this big, right? So it has this big wire bound, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna do with this wire bound there. And it's only 6 months, so that means that it will be a double down if you think about it, because it's only 6 months, so I would need another one probably. So it'll be like 2 like this for the whole entire year. And not even, because this one I ripped pages, you can tell. So do I really want to walk around with something this big versus this? Exactly. I don't know, people. I don't know. The other thing I'm not too sure about is whether or not I have enough space for my notes. Like, that's my real concern, because I couldn't find anything about how many empty pages they give you, or where do they give them to you. Are they at the end of the book, beginning of the book, between the book? I don't know. I didn't want to add more pages, because if you're entitled to add more pages into every month in the plum paper, and you can pick line, empty, it was like empty pages, line pages, bullet journal pages, and they would add them in each month if you like, but then you have to pay, right? So based on the amount of pages that you wanted, you had to pay for the pages. And I was already at 40, which, you know, it broke my achy breaky heart. But I didn't want to add any more pages. So besides that, the other thing I'm thinking about changing in my 2026, now that we're talking about half year, what did I do and realize, and what I didn't, what I'm not going to do next year, is these. So I do use stickers for like doctor's appointments, and my coffee stickers, my cleaning stickers, my cooking stickers, and I think I have garden stickers, yep, and work stickers. The only thing I'm thinking about is not putting them in this. This is like one of those that you take them out of the original package and you stick it here, and then from here you can put it in your bullet journal, or you put it anywhere you want. I'm gonna keep them in its original format that they come in when you purchase them, because once you take them out of here and you put them here, unless you buy from this person all the time, you would never know that this is Monster Co, or that this is Sticker Packo, or you know that you have somebody else in here. Who else do I have? Nightingale. Like, you wouldn't know this unless you use them all the time. So like her, I use all the time, so I know which ones are hers. I know which one's Monster Co, because she always uses the big head. But like random ones that you don't use all the time and they're not on the sticker itself, like I don't know where I got this one from, and I wish I did, because I will go back and order something. And I don't remember. What's the other one? The other one was... So I don't remember who's that from, and I don't remember who is... Which ones? I don't remember who these are from. They're from a shop in Etsy, so I'm sure I can find it. I just probably have to go back to my Etsy profile and see who I've ordered from in the past, because I can't find where I got these from. I can't find who I bought these from. And it's all because I don't even know who this one came from. And it's all because I took them out of the original package and put them in here. So now I don't know who they came from. The other thing was that one, like these, I want these again. These are for anniversary for the people who have passed away in my life. And I used a little candle. I can't find the candle for the death of me. The other thing is that when you take them out of here, well, you take them out of the original packet, put them here. They're here for a very long time, if you think about it. And when you're about to use them, because I want to say some of these been in here for more than 3 years. When you're about to put them from here and put them here in your journal, I want to say they come off. I had a struggle with 2 of them today when I was planning July, and these 2. So like these 2 came from here. Well, first I took them out of the original package and put them here, and then when I took them out of here, I put them here. But look, they're coming out. Like, even no matter how many times I squeezing them down, you see it, right? They're coming out. And I can flip the page and they'll just fly out. So no matter how many times I keep going like this, they still want to come out. So I think I don't want to do this anymore, because I don't know if it's because they're out of their original sticker packet that is doing that, or is it because they're old? Does anybody else have that issue? Because I definitely going through that issue right now, and I rather have the thing because it tells me who it came from. Like, this was Sterling Ink, you know, this was Monster Co, this was Nightingale, this was Nightingale. I love her stuff. Monster Co, this was Jude Ann. So like, I can tell who it came from. So I'm never doing this again. I'm never taking them out of the original package. Once I'm done using all of these, which will probably be a couple of years, by the way, I won't take them off the package anymore. And I am not ordering anymore until I'm done with all of these, basically. As far as I know, I try to use as much as I can. Like, I've been using all the paydays for my monthlies and my dailies. And I still got a load. Like, a load of them. A load. Like, there's so many in here. And forget it, I don't ride the train anymore, so I haven't read a book. I haven't read a book in 5 years, people. Except the Bible. If you count the Bible, yes, I read a book. But I'm talking about other books besides the Bible. I have not read a book. So these are still there. So now that I'm in July, I want to do the goal of sitting down every Sunday and planning my week and figuring it out. The other thing I noticed and I realized is that I don't do the script method anymore, and I used to do that all the time. And it was good. And then I don't know what happened. I stopped doing it. So I think for starting in July, I'm going to do the script method when it comes to here, because I'm still going to have this one. But when the weekly layout comes from the plum paper, I'm not sure how that's going to work out, because it's a line straight down a whole entire week. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But thank you for watching. God bless. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope this video goes through. Let me know what you guys think. Will you keep using these kind of things that you just put back? You know, you take them out of the original, you put them here. How do you keep track of who came from what? Like, I don't understand. And if you take them out of here, do you keep them in something like this? Like, I was okay with this. I don't know why it made me... You know what made me switch it to his? Videos. Videos made me do that. So, thank you for watching. God bless. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.